All right, everybody.
Can I get some ice?
Yes, you can. We are live, and we are having a family. What do we want to call it, ladies?
War.
War. I wouldn't call it a war. Maybe it is a little bit of a war.
It's a debate.
I consider it more of a debate, and I would love for all of you to chime in on this because here's our debate. Let's see who's joining us here. If you're here, say that you're here. Let us know you're here so that we can see you. I see the live viewers. If someone can make a comment so I can see your comments. And I know it's swiping to the left. Hold on. That is to the left, right? I know. I'm trying. Oh, there we go. Hey, okay. We're there. Okay, so now, here is, oh my goodness. Your Uncle Byron just joined. I don't know if you, I think this is the last person you wanted on this live, just for the record. But here is the debate. Okay, so my husband, Steve Carter, told my lovely daughters that they cannot date until they are, how old?
42.
Yeah, that's even a bit extreme to mommy.
Because
But
it's so
anyway,
many different
I know.
numbers.
First it was 42, now it's 45. But anyway,
I got 60.
the point is my daughters are older than my sons. My sons are 6 and 8. And he has told both of them what?
That they're allowed to date.
So girls, what do you want to say about this? And who do we want to start here? Jazz, you start.
Okay.
I think this is really unfair, but I get why he's doing it, because he says that we're his little girls, but still unfair in my eyes.
Still unfair in your eyes. Okay, Jayla, what do you think about this? Mr. Al said he said the same thing. He has 3 older girls and 2 boys. And Al, you let your younger boys date and
boys
told the
younger?
girls they couldn't, huh?
Well,
So-
I mean, how many years younger is Steven?
And you guys are how?
I'm like 5 years older than one of them. I forgot which one.
So you're like 6 years older than one,
Justin-
4 years
Justin.
older than the other, and your dad says both of them can date, but you can't.
I'm older than them both combined.
First lesson of life is unfair. That's what. That's of course.
Byron.
Yeah, of course. That's Byron. You know he's got your back. Okay, go ahead, Jayla. Go ahead and express
I was with
yourself.
Byron last night.
Because girls, now's the time for you to express how you feel. Jayla.
This is Jasmine. That's.
Okay, well, let me ask you all a question out there. How old, honestly, for real, this is a real question. How old do you
Just say
feel?
what grade? What grade?
Or what grade do you feel that is appropriate?
Grade. You can't still be in school.
Daddy said you can't still be in school. What grade or what age do you guys feel is appropriate for young kids or girls or to start dating?
In my opinion, it's not about age; it's about maturity.
Oh, did you hear that one? Oh, Nick is on. He said 25. That's when you start. See, these are my friends. They have our backs. But
Okay, wait. But
so what do you think, Jayla? Seriously, what age do you think?
I don't see it as an age because age is just a number. So like,
Here we
it's
go.
No, I
The age
swear,
is
like,
just a
no,
number
I'm
thing.
saying age is like it's based on maturity because you can be like a really immature 18-year-old or 15-year-old, but then there's like some really mature like 13-year-olds and 14-year-olds and 15-year-olds like.
10-year-olds.
And 10-year-olds. So let me ask you
Okay,
a
I mean
question.
there has to be like a minimum, but I'm just saying you still have to be mature.
Okay, I like that because here's what we like to do as a family. We like to have conversations, real talk. We like to let our kids express themselves and how they feel. So now, Jasmine, what age do you honestly feel like you should be able to date?
15.
Okay, 15. Okay, I hear you. And Jayla, you said it's not about the number because it's about maturity. So Jayla feels it's not about the age. It's about
Well, I mean, you have to have a minimum age at least. Like, yeah, I mean, or like you have to have an age. You have to set an age at least, but I mean, it's based on whether you're mature or not.
Uncle
Yeah.
Byron said since age is just a number, then let's make it a high number.
There it is.
Okay, they tell your friends to stop outsmarting me. Like,
Move out the way. First and foremost, I didn't know anything about this particular topic being a Facebook Live conversation. But
This came up at the family
Daddy's
meeting.
rules, and hold on, here's my partner. Come here. He and I, we got our own opinions about this. We got our own opinions about this, and what I and my big son over here too. What I say is this: before anything goes down, I would absolutely have to meet whoever they even think is a candidate to take one of them out. And
Well, they haven't. They haven't said
I'm
that's a
fine with
problem.
that.
They're fine with that. So if they're okay with that, then what's
No.
the issue?
That's exactly.
Where is Mimi?
Why is he
Did I see
saying
a
no
picture
now?
join? Because
First
I
of
grew up.
all, no,
No, okay.
the boy,
Okay,
no,
wait.
No, but see then you're backtracking now because you
Yeah,
said
because now that we're fine with it, you're trying to, because you thought we weren't going to be fine with it, and we were like going to be like, no, Dad, you can't meet them because then you're going to like threaten them.
let's just see what happens
Like-
after I meet them.
That's exactly
we'll
what-
see if they still.
I-
Okay, no,
So-
because you're not going to scare them away. That's
Well,
that's
that's
not
kind-
going to
I'm
happen.
in Texas where I am a licensed
Well, listen.
concealed handgun
Li-
licensed owner.
So here's the question. No, here's the question. Boys, can the
I'm just
boys?
kidding with that.
Boys, where are you, boys?
Yeah.
Okay, so now your dad has said that it's okay for you two to date, and and you're 6 and you're 8. Your sisters are much older than you, and you guys could not feel that that's fair.
Wait. Can I say something?
Yeah.
I'm
Okay. Yes.
7
Wait.
years
No.
old.
Let's let him speak. Go
Sure you
ahead.
can, buddy.
Alright, so
Introduce yourself.
okay. I'm Stephen Robert Carter the second, and I'm 8 years old. But my dad just said I need to
Ooh,
meet
Titi's
him,
on here. She's about
and
to get
that's
my back.
exactly what.
Oh,
I said.
TT
TT's
just
on here.
joined.
Titi has my back. Titi has my back.
TT just joined. This about to get hot. Wait a
He's
minute.
gonna be on my side.
No,
No, she is not.
Yes, she is. Titi's on my side. Me.
Okay, so
Titi's on the boy's side.
okay. Well, anyway, Auntie just joined the conversation, and the debate is that the girls are hot as fish grease
Not my-
because
buddy.
Daddy says they cannot date until they're 45. Give or take a few years. But the boys who are 6 and 8, he thinks it's cool and encourages them to have girlfriends, quote unquote
Okay, wait,
girlfriends,
but-
at 6 and 8. So we're going back and forth here with this debate. So go ahead. So Stephen was expressing his opinion. Stephen, you said you feel it's fair, and why do you feel that?
I'm cool. I'm
no,
cool
that's
with.
not,
You
that's,
know what? All
That's
right.
not what I said.
All joking aside,
Alright, let me talk.
I'm cool with 17.
17.
Well, that's fair.
That's not fair. You told me 8th grade.
Who told you 8th grade?
Mom.
Okay, let's end the session. Wait, no.
told me 8th grade.
I can
I'm in 8th grade now.
What? Is that what you told them?
No.
Alright, so,
You and I I'm gonna have our own little conference.
No,
after
let
this.
me explain myself. What, Jayla? No, let me explain myself on that one. Look, TT said trash. No. No, see, y'all go ahead and finish
Let me-
talking because
let me
that's
start.
not exactly what Mommy
Let me
said.
give you what my concern is.
Look at
This may be contradicting, and Byron will relate to this as well.
Oh, God, please don't.
We were once young boys. And we just kind of know where our heads were. We know what our thoughts were. And we know, unfortunately, what our actions were. And I don't want my daughters as recipients on the other side of that. Because I was senseless, immature, silly, and I didn't really have true feelings for them at 8th grade. Now, it was totally different. And so
Oh, Auntie Belinda just joined too. This is gonna be good.
like
Good.
this.
Uh-oh.
Jayla said she
So what
doesn't
did
like
Belinda
this anymore.
say? Belinda
But
said 17.
he's 17.
There
So she
it
agreed
is.
with
All
who
right.
said 17?
I did.
Oh, okay. Daddy said 17.
Maybe 18.
Okay.
No.
no, we're not hiring him.
Possibly 21.
Dad, 18, I'll be an adult. Like,
That's true.
At 16, I'll be driving.
That's true.
Belinda
Now
said,
let's
"Preach,
define.
Steve. That's my
Let's
sister there."
define what dating is, because dating is simply just having some, you know how you all had that crush when you were little
Having
and
a
all
little
that kind
partner.
of stuff, and Valentine's Day gifts and, you know, all that little cute stuff, all that stuff. So, but the thing is, I agree with you, Steve, that how young boys are, but when
I'm
you
talking
have
about, like,
strong
Libra.
girls,
Ha! Look
but-
what TT said.
but when you, what, they're gonna date
21.
anyway, whether y'all like it or not. Well, we know.
Thank you, TT.
Byron said
TT,
21.
like,
I like
yeah.
that.
Big
I like that,
what?
B.
TT?
I like what Uncle Byron said, 21. I like that.
Oh,
21, I'm cool because at that point you're technically legal.
So they can see
so
you.
you can kind of do what you want to do. I mean, I'm still your daddy. And I'm always going to be your daddy. But 21, you know, because see, then that
there are
the
people
boy,
getting married
and
at
see, Pastor,
21.
For real.
when they-
I'll be
when
out of
they
the
twen-
house
when
at
they-
21.
When they hey Byron, when they're 21, the boys are old enough for me to have a conversation with.
Well, no. Here's the thing. See,
Boys
what
are
you're
old enough,
doing,
you know what I'm
Steve.
saying?
That's
Wait,
like
just
getting
let me say this. Let me
engaged.
say this because what you're doing. Did
Steven,
they just high five
Steven,
each other?
Steven and I will act this out real quick. You ready? This is unplanned because I didn't even know this conversation.
Wait, what about me?
I'm gonna get you into it too. So this was the little boy, right? If he's 21, I have a whole different conversation. Like, look here, come here, let me holler at you. Let me have a conversation with you. Listen, those are my little princesses. Those are my little angels right there. So you make sure you keep it respectful. You keep it clean. You keep it cordial. You keep it mature. And you keep it classy.
Okay, so with that said, no,
hold
you
on,
guys you can't take over the whole live. You gotta let the girls
But the
talk.
last
No,
little bit is
but
this,
no.
because if not, as Fred Sanford would say, if not, you're going to get 5 across your lip.
But no, here's the funny thing.
You know what that
I hear what you're saying, and that was so old school, and you so dated off. But
Byron knows who
but
Fred
here's the
Sanford
thing.
is. Remember
Here's
Fred,
the
Fred
thing.
Sanford said you're going to get 5 across your lip.
But here's the thing. When you raise strong women and strong young ladies, you have to remember that a lot of times it's not about what happens on the other end, because see, when we raise them to be who they are, respectful, and let me just say this. I do believe there should be an age. I'm not saying 21 and all of that, but
65.
the bottom line is it's about who they are and what they tolerate and how they handle themselves. So let me ask you girls a question. Let me ask you girls, and either one of you guys can answer this. What is it when you start to date, which is not anytime soon, but when you start dating, what is it that you are non-negotiable qualities that your future person that you might date must have?
Alive.
Go ahead, Jasmine.
Just a really good personality, somebody that will treat me right, and someone that doesn't do any bad things, that doesn't do any drugs and stuff like that, or smoke. And just someone that's very respectful and is a leader, not a follower.
Wow.
I can't
Okay,
argue.
well, I'm just...
All right, there you
Okay.
go. Okay, go ahead.
Okay.
All right, Jayla, your turn.
Okay, so there's... Okay, one thing they must have is respect for me. Like, as a person and, like, yeah, just, like, respect. That's the main thing.
Main
They
thing.
need to be able to respect me. I don't care, like,
And
I don't care how cute you are. I don't care how athletic you are or anything. You need to have respect for me. And if you don't have respect for me, then you're out of the question.
Those are my girls.
respect for you and your daddy. And they
So
got to have a
now-
little fear.
Oh, by the
They
way,
got to have a little fear for your daddy.
okay, Dad, you scared away one of my friends. No joke.
Excellent.
Like, that's not funny. He's one of my friends. And when we got to Jump Street,
Are we really going to tell this story?
No
now?
joke. I'm not even
You
kidding.
can tell it.
So I went to Jump Street with my friends. Like, friends. They were just my friends. And my dad had to talk with them, and he scared them away. And when I got in the car, he texted me, he's like, I'm officially scared of your dad now. Like, I'm not... I felt... You don't understand how bad I felt. Like...
Well, that's kind of, I must admit my dad did that as
No,
well.
wait,
And
hold
it's-
up.
Okay, but
I
that's
don't
like the
want
most
Facebook-
embarrassing
I
thing
don't-
ever.
Listen, but I don't want the Facebook audience thinking, what did Steve do? It was, listen, I was very respectful to the kid. I was very friendly to the kid, but I recognized him. He was the guy that had his arm around you on Instagram. So I asked him. I said, "Oh, you're the young man that posted the Instagram picture with your arm around my daughter. Isn't that you?"
Yeah,
And
because
he
we got
just went-
friends who let us know stuff.
And he went, "Yes, sir."
Uncle DJ.
And I said, listen, don't do that. That was it. And he went, "Yes, sir." And I said, "Okay, Jayla, have fun." Then I looked at him, and I was thinking this, but I didn't do it. I was thinking that. But I just looked at him and said, "Don't do that. Okay? Don't do that. No more hugged up pictures," is what I said. I said, "No more hugged up pictures on Instagram."
He will
okay?
never forget that line.
Didn't I say that, Jay?
Yes.
I just said no more hugged up
That
pictures.
is one thing I will never forget.
But was I? But I was very respectful.
Okay,
right?
but Dad,
yes
you
or no?
no, Dad.
Was your daddy respectful?
Yes, you were.
Yes.
Yes.
I just said no more pictures
Okay,
on Instagram.
okay,
No
wait.
more hugged up
Dad.
pictures on Instagram.
But Dad,
And I just said it. I said it with a non-negotiable. Hey, I know you're a kid, but no more pictures hugged
Yeah,
up
but
on
I've
Instagram.
never seen you
And
like
he
that.
said,
Dad.
"Yes,
Oh
sir."
my gosh.
I said, "Okay."
You
You
walked
okay?
out of the car like this.
Yeah,
with,
you did
with your shades on. You
Yeah.
had your shades on.
Yeah, he did have his shades on. He got
And
out
he
the car
walked like
kind of
this.
puffed up.
He
Yeah, I
like-
was like, I will admit that.
Justin, can I borrow these? Was I like this when I walked out?
Yes.
I didn't have
You
any
not those
It
shades,
wasn't
but like.
Justin's shades.
Oh.
And he
Justin
walked like he
shades.
had like that little,
That
like
little- I
that
agree.
that threatening walk.
The threatening walk.
Yeah.
Nope.
Well,
Chest
I
pump.
just no.
chest puffed, yes.
All-
Yes.
Every father and or fella on here knows. You know how you see something. I saw the Instagram post.
So I
maybe-
saw Miss Tiffany. She
Hold
said
on,
she
hold
said
on.
14 as an age. I think
How do you,
earlier. I think
how
she
do you
said.
delete? How do you delete? whoever- delete Tiffany.
Tiffany, he's trying to delete you.
Tiffany. So what it is, you know how guys. Let me ask the guys a question. You know how, like I saw the Instagram picture. Maybe 3 or 4 days prior to that, or a week, Jake, something like that. Prior to that.
Yeah.
So you know how, as a father, I keened in on I see who this. I saw the picture, so it was almost one of those. I was driving up, getting ready to drop her off at this little jump
No,
street
you were
place.
you were picking me up.
Oh, picking her up,
TT said
but it
16.
was like instantly. It was like
Yep, that's 16.
instantly. Even as a dad, it was like instantly like, hold up, there he is. I recognize that. Oh, yep. And I just went into daddy zone. I didn't think about it. I probably left the car running.
You jumped out of the car so
got-
fast. I feel like the car was
I
still on too.
And I just said, "How you the one that was doing the Instagram picture with your arm around my daughter, right?" He said, "Yep." I said, "No more pictures like that." No
Okay,
more.
so let's hear from the boys. So
Yeah, Justin.
Justin here.
What
This
those
is our
shades on?
youngest, and I really would like to know what makes you feel it's fair.
Belinda said, "Byron, I am so glad we didn't have a girl."
I know, right?
Exactly.
I know, right? These are the conversations and debates you have. So now, at 6 years old, what makes you feel it's fair for you guys, being younger than the girls, to be able to date before them? You can't tell them what answer to give.
I said, "Give a good answer."
Oh, okay.
Can I have some of that
Can you
water?
take your shades off so they can see your eyes?
They can see my eyes.
They can see your shades. They cannot see your eyes.
They can see my eyes.
Okay, so it's your cool look. Okay, go ahead. But you got to speak up so they can hear you.
Okay, I don't know what I should say.
What
So
was the
what
question?
I said, why do you think it's fair for you guys, the boys, to be able to date at a young age? Wait, first of all, do you feel it's fair?
Yes.
Dad, I heard that.
you feel it's fair for you guys to be able to date and the girls
DJ
not?
joined. Yes.
Uh-oh, Uncle DJ just got on. Wait.
DJ.
We got DJ.
Uh-oh, it's about to get real hot.
Uncle DJ, pull him up to speed.
Well,
The debate is, what's the age that these two girls
we've
can
had
date?
some people say 14,
I
some
say
people say
18.
17. Byron said 21.
65.
But
Maybe 18.
so we're
Let's
talking
go, Byron.
we're talking about the appropriate age for children to start dating. Jayla says there should be a minimum age, but it's all about maturity. Jasmine said, wait, what'd you say?
I said 15.
15. She said 15. You know, Daddy's still stuck on his.
25.
I feel like you guys.
Okay,
like
so
the
in other
only
words,
family.
then wait, Justin. So if you say
57,
25, that means
still
25 for you too.
20. No, it's 26 for her.
But how? No, I said.
Okay,
then,
but-
well, then how old for you?
My age.
You mean now?
Yes.
That's so not right. I don't
That
get
is so
how
sexist.
you guys cannot see
Can
that
I
there's
break-
something
can I
so
break it
wrong
down
with
for him?
this.
Can I break it down for Justin, please?
Can I have my opinion?
I'll tell you. I'll give you my
Can I say
honest
my
opinion.
opinion?
I hope this doesn't sound like a double standard. I hope
Well,
doesn't.
it does.
And I definitely don't. I hope it doesn't come off the wrong way. But you know, it's like the boys. There's, in my opinion, a very slim chance of them getting taken advantage of in any kind of way, even emotionally.
Can
It's
I-
like
can I say my
they don't
opinion?
care.
Wait,
I'm
wait for
not
that opinion.
emotional.
Even emotionally, they don't care. So they're
They
not gonna
do.
get. They're not gonna get taken advantage of. Whatever happens, happens. I mean, they can control the situation. That's
Okay.
my thing, you know. And you know, they right.
Jasmine
now,
looks like she
they're
has
at the-
something to
They're
say.
at the stage right now where these boys,
Can I say my opinion?
these boys, you know, they.
One more time.
Okay, wait one
Can I
second.
say my opinion?
Yes, let Steven say
I'm
his
the
opinion.
most petty
Okay,
one.
so
Be logical and be for real.
I think the only people who could date is you, me, and Jayla.
What?
I really think Justin's too young. What the? I'm gonna be completely honest. I think he's too young.
What about me? Like
I'm
I'm 2 years older than you. What about me?
But I'm already dating. But I don't want one boy to mess with you.
That's what I'm telling. He said, I don't want one boy.
Oh,
'Cause
that,
if that's
that
the
was
case,
really sweet.
I
See,
love
that
that,
was
Steven. Because Steven, if he does, he's gonna get what?
That was really that was really sweet. But wait, Jasmine has something to
You're
say.
like me.
Jasmine.
He's gonna get his tooth knocked out.
Wait, Justin, show us how they're gonna end up looking. How they. That's a good one. That is funny. So it looked like.
Uh-oh, Shonda said, what? Same age for both boys and
Oh,
Thank you.
Ooh.
Yeah. Oh, why are only the girls? Why are only the girls
I
clapping?
love Shonda, but I. Ooh,
Delete her.
Ooh, I love my
We agree. Yes, we agree. We agree.
I
So wait a minute. Jasmine looked like she had something to say. Go ahead, Jasmine. Speak your mind.
Man, she water.
I think that's very unfair.
You know what I'm saying?
You're saying that the boys don't care, which is not true.
It's true.
These boys.
We know how to treat ladies.
We're not saying that
Okay,
you
and
don't.
some people also do.
No, they don't care. Like, for example, Steven has had 4 different girlfriends.
Okay, that's not okay.
Three.
I'm like, dude.
Three.
Yeah.
That's called being a
Three.
player.
Well,
Did he
no,
tell you
I
his
don't even
breakup
think he's
story?
doing it from that perspective.
No, that's not.
He broke up because he got in a
But-
fight.
but here-
I'm like,
here's
every
the
time I turn around, it's a new name. He's like, that's my girlfriend. I'm like, what? So, you know, like, I would never want my girls to be, you know, one of some little boy's 5th girlfriends.
I'm already
You know, all that
dating.
kind of
And
stuff.
wait,
These
and
little
wait,
Boys, these
when-
boys don't care.
We hear that, and to that point, let me ask my daughters. Let me ask my daughters. Would you ever be one of those many girls?
No.
One of what mini girls?
Better not
Like
be.
if a guy's dating many girls, would you ever just be one of the many?
Better not be.
Okay.
What's a
So
mini?
then there it is because
So what's a mini?
what's a mini? Never.
What the heck is a mini?
Well, but no, one of multiple.
One of a
a lot.
What's a
One
mini?
of one of a lot. One of a
Can I
lot.
say something?
Okay.
Can I say something?
Yes.
It's not about this. I'm gonna be honest. DJ's being real quiet.
You said DJ's being real quiet.
Yep.
You want
I
Uncle,
haven't seen one comment from him.
Uncle DJ? He's calling you out. He said he hadn't seen one
Shonda
comment.
said, understood. But with that, you have to continuously talk to your girls.
Yes, absolutely.
DJ.
This is a continuous conversation. And what I love is one of the things, first of all, we just had, we consistently have family meetings and family talks. That's what we do. We just had an amazing family. Let's see what you are.
Exactly.
I told you that.
Yes, you see that? You
Exactly.
see what Janetta said?
What? What you said?
Ooh, I'm unleashing my boys.
Oh, yeah. Go ahead. Answer that one.
Yeah,
Shh,
Dad,
everybody,
yeah.
Shh, shh.
Let's see what he has to say
Yeah,
now.
see what he has to say now.
But I know that these boys
We'll break
aren't
parts.
going to take advantage of girls because they learn from daddy.
We learned-
Oh, from the new daddy. Okay.
Yeah, they learn from the new daddy. They ain't know me when I was their age.
Okay. Okay, okay,
They're
good.
not gonna do it. They're not gonna take advantage. I can control that. It's just like I know that these girls wouldn't take advantage of any boys, but I don't. know
And
if
we
the
won't
boys
let
are gonna
anyone
do it.
take
And
advantage
the girls
of
aren't
us.
gonna take advantage of these boys.
And we won't let anybody take advantage of us.
Okay.
Okay, so what we were saying was we have family meetings, and in our family meetings we
Let
always
me just say this, Pastor.
He's just not gonna let me talk.
Logically, I agree with equal opportunity. I mean, I'm too mature and I've taught too much leadership to think that it's really fair. I just don't want it to happen.
well, oh.
How about that?
So I think you guys just broke him down a little bit because he gets it, and but someone just said, but don't you think that there are other people that are out there that are teaching their boys values like you're teaching your boys values?
Okay, can I speak?
Not yet. Wait
well,
one
they gotta
second.
find. That's why I said I gotta have to meet them first. I have to meet the boys. I gotta size them up
You have to
respectfully. I'm not scaring them, Jayla, on purpose.
Dad, do you have to meet the girl?
Yeah, I do.
Well,
But
you
you know
haven't
Tina,
met
right?
any of them girls.
Do you know Tori?
Yeah, keep the names off of Facebook.
So as I was just saying, one of the things that we like to do is have these real conversations, because one of the things that I feel sometimes is missing in parenting is nobody wants to have the tough conversations. So often we try to skip past the conversations, the debates, and in this world that we're in, if we don't talk to our kids about everything from dating, about everything to the things they're going to encounter in life, to the ups and the downs, if we as parents and as a community continue to have these conversations, this is how families grow, this is how our children grow, this is how they learn, this is how they get to express themselves. We have something called the circle of trust in our house, and that's when in our family meeting, in this circle is where you are able to express yourself freely. You are able to tell the 100% truth about everything without any judgment or getting in trouble. What did Byron say?
He said the one that wants to date the most should be on lock.
Yes, sir.
Wait, which one is that?
And coming from you, you should know that. Yes. So, no.
Which one is
He's
that?
talking about Stephen. And
Yeah,
of course,
Byron.
hence the name. But anyway,
Who is he talking about?
Belinda's laughing.
What is he talking
So,
Let mommy finish.
So anyway, that's one of the reasons why we do what we do. And when we started having this debate, I just thought it would be so fun. Oh, Pastor Burnett, so wise to open up the discussion with the children in the home to prepare them
For the lies.
From the
lies of the world. That's very true. That is also true.
And Pastor, that's why I said, and I want Facebook to understand, a lot of what I was saying was in jest and kidding with my girls because I just love them so much that I don't want to think about them growing up and being on the other side of some of the things that when I was an immature boy, the things that were in my mind,
You were
and some of my
immature?
actions. Anyway, yeah, when I was little. But anyway, I
Wow.
I like the young lady Janetta, as well as Shonda, who shared some wise, equal opportunity.
Thank you. See, that's
fair.
why I love my girlfriends. Oh
No,
my,
I
yes,
agree.
I do
I
because
agree.
they
It doesn't
they
mean I'm happy with it.
I know,
It
but
doesn't
that's
mean
why
that
yes.
and then the other thing that's scary for me
DJ, say
is
something.
yeah, please. The other thing that's scary for me is my two girls are the oldest, so they're about to be the first ones out here dating.
and it's
I'm
hard to
just
let
like,
go.
But they're
I'm
not.
like, man, come on now. I want them to be my little girls forever, and that's all it is. So.
I want Uncle DJ to say
Oh,
something.
that's so sweet.
Say
So
something.
here's the thing, you guys. As we were saying, we're gonna wrap this up.
So if any
No.
of the little boys are looking, I'm telling you right now, you better treat them right.
You don't gotta put the fist up.
Okay.
No, don't edit the show.
It's up to the girls to say me and Steve Gardner.
I gotta see
So,
DJ.
so
say
listen,
one
guys.
thing.
So listen, guys. He may have disconnected. He may not be on anymore. So here's what we want to wrap up with: is we want to encourage all parents out there, have open dialogue with your children. I always talk to we always talk to our kids, and we want them to be able to say things, ask us things, because here's the thing. If they don't get the information from us, guess what? They're going to get it somewhere. And with technology, with friend circles, with middle school and all of that, they're either going to get the wrong information from someone else or the right information from us. So that's why I wanted to get on here and pull in this community, because those of you that are out there, many of us have known each other for years. These names that I see on here, we go way, way, way back. So I want to thank you guys for coming in and being a part of this family debate.
Wait, before
and yes, honey.
before I wrap this up, can I say can I do something fun with them?
Oh Lord, it depends on what it is. What is it?
Come back around here with me, buddy. Steven.
You're not whispering.
Oh, yeah, well, you can, but that's not a part of our discussion.
Steven.
Okay, I know.
Come back around here with me, buddy.
Daddy said to come back around there.
Can we finish this discussion
Yes.
after this
Okay.
live?
What I want to say is
So we
comment right now and guess where we are road tripping tomorrow.
It's not out of the States.
he wants to know where we're and of course it takes your little brother to tell everybody. So anyway, guys, we want to thank you all for, what are y'all doing up this time of night, just for the record? It's like, what time
It's
is
12
it?
o'clock
It's 12 o'clock. Okay, what's
on
that?
summer.
Now, question is, what are they doing?
Yeah, that's the question.
Oh,
what
we-
what
okay,
are
don't
you
you
and
do some
you
reverse
being up
psychology?
at- Yes.
We have to pack a
Yeah.
road trip.
So it's time for us to go. And hey, guys, we thank you for joining us. We had a blast with you. We'll see you on the next live with the Carters.
Yes,
Okay, we
Hold
are
on.
ending it. You press the